Hi, welcome to another episode of Historically Marked. I am Jason, outside Gary's Gay Parita, and I'm like 3 miles west of the town of Halltown, Missouri, in southwest. Not too far from Springfield, but a little far away from Joplin. But there is no historical marker here, so this is historically unmarked. But the reason I'm doing an episode like this is because this is definitely a hot tourist stop for Route 66 travelers, national and international. And if you do get in touch with the owners, just like I did, and he's going to show you definitely a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and let him tell the story, but I'll show you around as well throughout this property. So by all means, if you ever come by this way, stop here if it's open. And you can't miss it because of this. All right, so here's a garage, and I'm going to go ahead and show you. I mean, they do say anybody is allowed to check in here. The old phone booth. This is where Clark Kent, I guess, took off his shirt and stuff. It's basically all memorabilia. I mean, anybody who loves old stuff, and I mean, I'm not talking about reproductions. I'm talking about, yeah, the real thing. Let's see what we got here. Oh, a cigarette machine. Old stoplight. A jukebox.
This old 48 runs.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
That's a 1950s Wayne pump. You saw the jukebox. That's really not that old, but it's from the 70s.
Yeah.
It's cool. That's what I got. You know? See them reels on the wall there?
Yes.
Those are from the cinema. If you didn't know, the biggest one is the size of one movie in 35 millimeter film.
I was not aware of that. Well, that's what he's, okay, that's what he's talking about right there, folks.
1930s kids metal toy.
Three Stooges and Jack Nicholson. Here's Johnny.
Absolutely. Red tricycle, that's from the 20s.
Where's that? Oh, okay, it's hanging on the ceiling.
There's a Model A motor, that's 1929.
Okay.
Older than that. That's a Ford Model T wheel.
No
If you look
kidding.
at the end of the hub on that, it says Ford on it.
Huh. I'll be darned. So this used to be, you said this used to be a garage then?
This is a working garage, 1926, yes sir.
Wow.
Here's an extinct creature, that's a 1950 cigarette machine.
Yeah, you don't see too many of those.
I never bought smokes for a quarter, but I paid 40 cents for them.
Wow.
And as you can see, a host of
Coca-Cola.
Absolutely. Now this here's original advertising for this place from 26.
Yeah, I believe that, judging by the rust.
And I just brought it indoors just to kind of
Right.
save it.
And this was a train,
Yeah, that would have been
what do you call it, a switcher?
any train stop that they had where you could stop and eat or get something to drink, that was the mark. And that would have been 1890s through 1920s.
Yeah.
That was the standard mark. Don't quote me on it, but I do believe with the black here, the cross, that's Santa Fe, I think.
Hey, it could very well
Which might
be.
have been their mark for their line.
Okay. Oh, what were we saying again?
This 28 International right here, right?
Wow.
That 1940 GMC right there, that one runs. And then right there behind them folks, that 48 Ford right there runs.
Cool.
This is a 52 Packard. If I was ever going to get another one running, it'll probably be this one first.
A police car.
Well, actually, that's inappropriate because A, it's a Packard.
No.
B, it's a two-door. Only two kinds of folks drove Packards: gangsters and movie stars. So if the cops are driving a Packard, you probably want to move to another town. Hi there.
This tells you where to go. Of course, for those who do know where they're going or where they are coming from, you ought to know by now. No mileage or anything. So what was this? Like you said?
This was the office.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Gary Turner promoted this at all of Route 66 for many years in here. He was known as the ambassador.
Oh, I can go in. Wow. Wow.
And this is what I call 20 gallons of stuff in a 10-gallon hat.
Yeah, you definitely got the cars. Friends from Norway. Wow.
Our bread and butter is foreign, folks. Americans only comprise about 10% or 15% of folks coming through here.
I mean, that's just shocking and
That's what
disturbing.
it looks like at nighttime at my place.
Ooh. I'm going to sign the guest book too while I'm here.
Oh, sure. There's the folks back in the 1920s. That's Fred and Gay Mason.
Yeah, I
And
talked
that's what
to...
the store looked like.
Oh, okay.
And that's Mr. Gary right there. That was Barbara's father.
Okay.
And this is Gary and Miss Lena. We lost them about 6 years ago.
Oh.
And so Barbara and I come out, and we've been out here doing this.
Now, what's the deal? What's the story behind the pavilion?
That's how I get all my European travelers out of the sun.
Oh, good call.
And we do car shows. I have charity events. On special occasions, I'll have food. I'll have a DJ up there.
Oh, yeah.
No
It
kidding.
can be pretty crazy out here. I've had 200 or 300 people in a clip through this place. So y'all caught me in a quiet moment, to say the least. I got a few goodies in there. I'm gonna get you some cards too, because if I don't, I'll forget.
Oh, sure. You mind if I go in?
Yeah, come on.
All right, here's what you can buy from this gift shop. So if you collect something, they have it.
Take those with you.
Whenever you get international visitors, I mean, do they usually speak English or?
Some of them do, some of them don't. Usually when they come in groups, there's usually one or two
Oh,
that are pretty
translator.
well versed, and it works out okay.
Okay.
But we do get like foreign families coming through, and like they'll come through in RVs or just regular rental cars, and sometimes there's a little bit of a language barrier. Them folks that just left, for example, I could tell right off they didn't speak English because
They shied
they
away.
freaked out. Yeah, but that's cool.
Oh yeah. So what would you say is the best Route 66 attraction of all besides here?
Besides here, I don't know. I got a lot of favorites really.
What about Illinois, for example?
Pontiac is one of my favorites. It's
Okay.
just kind of a cool little town.
Yeah, because
And those people are really behind Route 66. That's kind of what I like about it. I'm probably a little bit prejudiced that way, but because we own something on 66, I understand how important it is.
right.
And it's kind of a loosely connected network from Chicago all the way to California. Most of us folks know each other, at least slightly.
Mhm.
I like, if you like the garage gas station thing, Spencer right down the road is really beautiful to shoot. That's about 3 minutes away.
Okay.
You got Red Oak 2 is fantastic. That's about 40 minutes west. On the approach to Carthage, my buddy Lowell Davis was a nationally renowned artist. He moved his hometown of Red Oak, Missouri,
Yeah.
to his farm and put it back together. And it's just cool. If you like photos and that's a cool stuff.
Sure thing.
And of course, you got the classic Boots Court Hotel downtown Carthage. Absolutely photogenic. Cool people like Gene Autry, the singing cowboy, stayed there, and so did Clark Gable.
I did read about
They were
Clark
traveling.
Gable. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Historically Marked. This is Route 66 episode at Gary's Gay Parita. And I'm Jason. Happy travels. Signing off.